What have you gotten out of being a member of the Nonprofit Hive?
I have my Hive mug, by the way.
Yay! Oh my goodness, that's
There
so
you go.
fun.
Truthfully, what I've gotten out of the Hive is opportunities. It's opportunities to build relationships, develop supportive friendships, to learn, to collaborate, to express my views, which I really appreciate, and to grow. You mentioned it when you and I first met. It was actually a few months before I launched Philanthropy Fuel, and I told you I would join the Hive right after I launched it because I felt I have to have a company before I start networking because I have to have something to talk about. And I think it was probably my first Hive conversation. And I was like, I didn't need to wait. That was dumb. I could have started day one because you can talk about anything. You
Yeah.
get mixed up with people who have such a diverse backgrounds, experience, perspective. You can go anywhere with those conversations. I've joined other groups before in my prior life in sales and marketing, and even early on in this career, and LinkedIn groups, paid communities, things like that, and got very little fulfillment out of them. I found them to be hands off with very little engagement, very little structure. And I really hate to say it, but I think a lot of them existed so that their founders of that community could push their offerings, their thought leadership, their content. And it's really a turnoff. But I found day one, and I wish I remember who my first Hive. I remember my second Hive chat. I don't remember my first one. I got to look back. But day one, the Hive was different. The structure, the messaging, the vibe, the engagement. It really is a community. And that's what I was looking for. It's really what I needed. Yes, to grow. But let's be real. I left an environment in corporate where I was constantly interacting with all kinds of people every day, all year long, internal and external, some of whom I knew for decades. And then suddenly, boom, I'm on my own, right? And it can be lonely. So finding the Nonprofit Hive was huge for me. It gave me a sense of belonging. It felt like the right people, my people, which is why I got so involved and became such a proponent. And eventually was invited by you to be a Hive ambassador, which I both love, but I also take it very seriously because I want others to get the same benefits I have and understand that this is a different type of community building than what they may have been exposed to in the past. And I love our ambassador group. Just a great, fun, emotional, supportive group of people. It's a community within the community, which is just as important. And it's been rewarding to be a part of that. I have met just so many amazing change makers through the Hive, developed the relationships, friendships. It just keeps growing. I've got more opportunities to be an advocate for the nonprofit sector, whether it's through writing, through articles, hosting LinkedIn Lives. We've got another one coming up in November on generational differences, real or hoax or whatever, something along those lines. It's a very satisfying and wild ride so far. So I cannot say enough good things about the Nonprofit Hive.